no blinds or curtains, table silhouettes everywhere, empty bottles under the counter, and bed. That's the only thing we can tell. It's a major deal trying to get reimbursed. Never rented from Airbnb again. $100 bill takes the back side of one of the drawers. I accidentally pulled too hard on the drawer and it fell out before. Really quick back and look at what somebody left me. Story 3. We're on a family vacation. Driving cross country in the family country squad station wagon with Pops decided to get hotel. 6 kids, mom and dad. My brother finds a pair of nasty pantyhose. Oh my gosh, wow. I put some over his head. My mom had a heart attack. But dang, it was really funny too. Especially watching mom trying to pull the pantyhose off his head, but just making it tight on my brother's face and head. Story 3. Place we stayed in Seattle. We had a nice view, but we thought it was kind of weird that there was a pair of binoculars. My wife called the desk and sure enough, it didn't come with the room. It didn't come with the room. Sorry. I took them to the front desk. I hope you're only coming. Answer 1. Steal money from a rich person's bank account. Not even A. Well, they noticed just about 52 years wasn't been himself. Shoplifting bread and peanut butter. Is that really a crime? Why would somebody do that if no one's watching? Run around like after 11 p.m. in the small town I live in. The streets are empty at that time for the most part, and there's a string of 3 lights. For the at intersections that you have to drive through. Come to full stop, safe. Proceed as if you were a stop sign. Here's a story from my personal knowledge. Once, when I was younger, the weirdest thing happened to me. Recently, the weirdest thing has been happening. I don't know what the heck a skibbity toilet is. people. Sometimes I always just keep it. I don't even know what Skibidi means. I know it's Skibidi, so I thought it was something good. So we just searched up Skibidi one day. No, that's what the video was like a scene. My sister will be in the cast of these videos. Hopefully now she's right here. Weird story about him. No. For now, enjoy the gameplay. We talked about some juicy drama in the recent. No. That's so speaking. Hannah! 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 Hannah, can you hurry up and wash your face? Don't wash your face. See, now when you're done, you come into my room and like, there's some juicy drama. Making a video. And I want some juicy drama to be included into the video because I was like reading current stories. I have not memorized, so I kept dying in the replay. So, for like the video, why aren't you saying some of your drama? Just like tell some stories. Like don't say anything that's like make pictures. They aren't gonna see it. What? It's just my phone. Messed up thing you saw while doing your job. Story 1. My cousin bought this old house years ago for cheap. The story goes, the previous owner. My phone keeps falling. Dang it. Next one. Let's go back into the story. So as I was saying, the old owner of the house was a hermit. So melted pillow died in front of the oven, then on full blast. A few weeks, I believe, the neighbors couldn't stand the stink coming from inside the house. The guy literally melted through the floor into the floor joist. Cousin managed to rid the house of the smell, only by removing every piece of wood the guy to May's touch. Real estate agents were selling the house as property only. Liquefied would be the appropriate term. But here goes. My mom inherited very upscale home in Florida from her dad. And since we live in California, she hired a property manager in Palm Beach to find some decent renters. The rent was pretty high. The prospective tenant had to go through a background check and put down a large security deposit. In the months we would find some in hopes we would find some reliable people. They rented the place out to a couple of doctors and their wives, who had just relocated to Florida from Ohio. The thing went well for about a year. The people, they went on time, no complaints from the neighbors, etc. After a few months, everything went. We get notice that they were moving out, and when the property manager came in to inspect the place, oh dear gosh, the place had been completely destroyed. Huge holes in the walls, countertops that looked like they had been set on fire, and dang it, and carpet ripped up, light fixtures removed, and in the master closet, piles and piles of blood-saturated sheets. I called the cops, who suggested that the doctors were running some kind of surgery. Makeshift surgery clinic at my mom's house. Doctors took the opinion never to be found, and my mom decided to cut her losses and sell the house. Comment. When I was in Florida, I knew it would be weird. When I said I went to from Ohio, I knew it was going to be bad. Took a look around the yard for graves. There's no way bloody sheets were there. Story, whatever. But I was a cop for 30 years. One night, we got a call from a guy's house. We called to a guy's house, committed self-deletion. And he sat in a big lawn chair in the middle of the yard. And he sat in the middle of the yard and put a fire stick in his mouth. Let's just say, it made it nice. The messed up part. When the clumsy investigator picked up an eyeball. And clumsy investigator picked up an eyeball. Turning around the world, he kept saying, "Look at this mess you made." I did. Wait, this one? Next story? Probably a bit late. Wait, I don't know what story it is. Maybe 3? Story 3, I think. one, but it was pretty good. My dad is a cop and 20 hits. Oh my gosh, did I really just click out of that? My dad is a cop, and 20 years ago, he was responding to a welfare some guys that lives by himself in the mountains. He was completely isolated. Nobody went to see him to see what's up. Very smell it. He told me that it smelled worse than your normal death smell. Ooh, then that way. That's bad. It's the worst thing he ever smelled in his life. The guy was on a waterbed. He was dead from an apparent self-deletion. Deleted himself. Turns out the human says it felt like duct tape himself into it. And he lay down on the waterbed and turned it on. And guess who's got some medicine screw which knocks him out? And he died. He was dead for like 3 months. The body's already decomposed. Essentially turned him into decomposing him too. This part is I'm not sure if it's actually him. Yeah, the guy cooks himself in water, but big mess. Turns into soup. Human soup. Cooks himself. Story, whatever. Not my story, but told to me by a old high school coach that used to work for the police. He was called to the house for a wellness check, and for a lady that was described as 35 years old, white, and around 125 pounds. They knocked on the door to no answer and eventually went in. They found a dead woman lying in a bed of stairs. It wasn't really good to find this woman fucking looked like this if she weighed 300 pounds. Called for the team to remove unlived bodies from places. While they were waiting, they searched for more from this way. And it was the license of the white woman they were called to check in on. Turns out the 300, there was a white woman, she'd been dead for a few weeks. And had decomposed into a blob of decaying flesh. The worst part is that as the team knew that person with the bottom floor until right, and then the human bag, he was told to leave wearing his didn't want to get sick. Not heeding the good advice, he stood by as they proceeded to move the body. She exploded like a big blister, ready to pop, body fluid everywhere. Oh my gosh. As I was saying, like a big blister ready to pop, bodily fluids everywhere. He said he couldn't get the smell out of his mustache, so he had to just shave it. Gosh. Years later, I heard he had taken his own life. Could he but think the situations in others like it contributed to a decision? Or whatever. I once was cleaning up a scene where a man got unalived by getting pew-pewed in the stomach by a pew-pew stick. I'm sorry, I can't say the real words. Cameras. Alright, so I'm reading these on my phone, so I'm playing on it. Got pew-pewed in the stomach with a pew-pew stick. The investigators forgot to pick up a piece of stomach, small body with a baby's foot. I don't know how it got in there, but when I heard what it was, I almost forgot. Story whatever. My dad's a cop. When I was about 10, I was at his office and was going through his desk. Pictures he found at his work. Found it that he found in his. That's what I want. I want the Woodstock music festivals he worked. Then she opened the window. I was like staring at her pretty dark and long head herself. Except that her shirt was slashed. Then I through these people for some unknown reason. My dad continues going through these pictures. Like nothing happened. Our mobile program was supposed to be filmed. More details to my story. Edit. Just got home early. Edit. Just got home early. Turns out the middle of what contained the currency photos of a double unaliving. Oh my gosh, no. Ooh, stage skip? No. Double unaliving. Guy's wife gets in bed with her boss, unalives her boss with a pew stick in a different location. The best way. This photo shows him face from the actual scene. No. One's eyes and mouth are wide open, and her face is covered in human life juice. Can't see too much around her neck due to the human life juice. So that's what we're calling it, human life juice. And her themselves. One main detail I remember is that her business had fallen on the ground and looked like a long, yellow spaghetti noodle. The human life juice on it looked like spaghetti sauce too. Human life juice tubes with human life juice sauce. Delicious. Life juice tube spaghetti. The next set of photos was from the corners and all the human life juice was cleaned off of her. She's all cleaned off and you can see clean down her neck. Real freaky stuff. She's all clean. She kind of had real freaky, all the big vessels, trachea, esophagus, the whole 9 yards. She had multiple slashy, cutting stick wounds. As I said before, it's to work like spaghetti noodles minus the sauce. Just the human life juice. Also, you can see some muscle. And you know what it is. That way back when I died, I'm alive tactic. Over 40 years. He's been a patrol trooper on the scuba rescue, SWAT, name it. Homicides and undercover, not good stuff. Scary situations I've been on. So an undercover bad stuff was a notoriously bad person. It's just going to be happening on. No, I'm going to use it. He is also 6 plus 220 pounds and a bad stuff user. So naturally they arranged through to meet the guy at his house for a buy. Dang it. You slap a wire on my head and we October this looks like goes inside to the house, and immediately sees spots a guy on a sick but front door. They go to the living room, and there's another pew stick. And there's a stabby stick by the other. And you realize this guy has a furry thing by every single entrance/exit. Guys will read it, and they agree on the price/quantity for the vibe. For the buy. I think it was sugar. Halfway through the talk, the dude's daughter, 45-year-old, comes dancing into the room. I'm not so sure about how it happened, but still. Somehow she still makes deadbeat and how they kind of like dancing in between the two men. Really cute kid stuff. So anyway, my dad gets to buy, and he says to Trevor that these guys don't come in. There's something about functioning as well as that we like to call it off every time there's guys outside. The guy was able to move the guy outside so he simply take care of her. You know, functioning as well as that. Didn't find anything. I just always found it funny that my dad caught this guy while his daughter was standing in between them, and she had been dancing with him the time. I'm sure she won't forget that day. Well, he says his closest call regarding his illness says nothing is scarier than getting in that ground control alone because someone heard footsteps down in the basement. And then when he was on MRT, he wore a flash frame, and that was when I can't sprint down the basement. If you want to close your friends, next story. Co-workers told me about the scene he had to clean up. He arrived before the others. When the police investigators had finished doing all their work, there was a chair with an empty room with one fireplace. The chair's legs were lower parts. The house owners wide. No other body parts were chair and resting on the fireplace until Azora said, "Blood everywhere." From the dismemberment, the torso and arms were laying on the room. He quit after this particular job not because it scared him or anything, but because the company he worked for was cheap and only paying $100 for 3 hours of clean blood body parts. Next story. Not a constant dinner, but I buy houses in bad shapes and renovate them for rentals. Years ago, I bought one in the north side of my city, which isn't the best. Got a good deal, and the woman has been unalived. There, with it. Unaliving stick. Stick. So when I clean it, they did a really bad job. The guns are very cheap. That's the good. Even as good as it goes, there's nothing I can do for that section of the subfloor. And replace it. No brains or anything, just a ton of dry blood. Next, my dad works as a fireman and his house was dispatched in a car accident. About 90 miles per hour and head-on collided with the toll booth. The car had frostbite on it. All the windows were covered in blood, brain matter, etc. And then they proceeded to close it off the pavement and turn at it. Everyone in the car was unalived. So the toll booth operator suffered no injuries. A concrete block was placed on the side of the booth. Where oncoming traffic was confirmed in order to ensure the safety of the booth operator in the event of an accident. The booth operator this is what the individual is crashed directly into. And yes, not good stuff. Not good news. Good story. Remember from college, got a job with the cleaner's office in Pittsburgh after graduating. He was also doing cleanup. Cleanup in association? Association, the feds, the big plane that happened, plane crash that happened there in the night. clean up, he found a man's hand cut off around mid-forearm. Oh my gosh. He got to pick up handshake step. Hand grip back up. Then finish the day. Did finish the bottle of stuff I gave him for graduation. Quick story, not me personally, but my dad my friend's dad was a police coast guard. They also had to deal with floating bodies. One time they gave him, and one time they found this big fat guy who had boats. Obviously, then. No water a while. They get him off on deck, and his face is obscured by seaweed and general floating stuff. To try and maybe identify the guy, you take the seaweed off. Just shake off. And just take out the whole face too. Brush the salt off the apparently everyone on board got all this stuff and see their clothes and then just so they could get back to shore without throwing up from the smell. I threw off from that smell. My partner's friend, worked with me, Billy, worked sanitation in NYC for years. Someone acquired an elephant and kept it as a pet in their apartment complex. In the middle of the Gotham City! The basement. The same guy who was a kid. No way to get into the basement without major construction. The owner didn't want to get in trouble, so he didn't tell anyone about it. The tenants called in when their heaters all blew decomposing elephant smell into their apartments. Oh my gosh. My uncle and his fellow sanitation workers had to remove the thing with chainsaws. Also, when he went into the apartment, which had been severely neglected. Oh my gosh. Awful thing. Really neglected. He didn't smell particularly bad, but he got woozy and nauseous. As soon as he left, he was fine. He went back in the room spinning. He put a hand while to steady himself, his hand through the paint. And a flood of roaches spewed out everywhere. His was so infested, they were under the paint, making it ripple and move, giving him a bit of vertigo. I grew up with two brothers that were about 18 months apart in age. But just as that, how the birthdays fell, they were only a year apart, 1 school year apart. The younger brother was in a grade school. And the older brother a year left, all ran in the same group of friends. But dad was a deacon in the church. Just a little basketball and football team. Was a PA announcer for years at all of our high school baseball games. He was well known by everyone. feels like a good father. Apparently, one of our other college father and my buddy called the cop dad and asked him to come over without really saying anything else. Car, yes. Cop dad shows up to the garage, takes off the plastic sheet. Father down the garage. He had sent his wife out for errands, packed everything to be able to be as easy as possible, called the cab dad, shot himself. He peed himself in the head, all because of the internet. Next story. My best friend's dad works at the crime scene photographer's place, and she told me so it went up, they called with complaints for a bad smell, but an officer said something like that. So they quickly took it out, and it turned out there was a dead human, an unlived human stuck in the chimney. Fargo had tried to break in over the holidays while nobody was in there. And it had gotten stuck. It has no idea. The demonic actions. I have no idea if this is true. There's no reason to lie. But it all makes it true. Here's a link to the story. Next story. A guy they used to work with. Well, not next to him. The guy they used to. This person used to work with. Used to work. They work at the council during health clearance. People after they are evicted, they usually leave loads of rubbish behind. Loads of rubbish behind. He said this one time, when his colleague had to clean out ground floor flat. The elderly man living there had been served an eviction a week earlier after he hadn't paid his rent for 3 months. They had a key to the apartment. So there was immediately a very thin, malnourished cat ran out the door. As they pushed the door open, as a massive pile of lettuce smell hit them. Seems like he said it smelled like meat, sweaty socks, and stale urine. Oh my gosh, that sounds disgusting. Well, obviously they weren't expecting this, as they were just there to empty the flat of any rubbish. They went into the living room and the man who lived the flat was still there. His body was left in the armchair with a fan heater in front of the cat. But because he'd been there for 4 months, the cat was using most of his brain contacts. Content of his bowel and bladder had nowhere to go but into the chair he was sitting on, which had been heating constantly for the next 12 weeks. For the last 12 weeks, 24 hours a day. got a fan heater in front of him. At this point, the heat in the air and the sight of dead body decomposed. The sight of such a badly decomposed corpse caused him to vomit right where he stood. Immediately, he called the police. Even the officer couldn't take it. They even ended up vomiting in a front garden with the man's flat. The postmortem found he died of a heart failure. Because of the time, the only evidence they had to go on regarding the time of death was the fact that he had a newspaper on his coffee table that was dated 4 months earlier, and the lyrics at the bottom of his poem was from the sea. His brother had no living relatives. Obviously, nobody had bothered to check up on him. The question, had he been quite wealthy as some pensioners are that had continued to pay directly from his bank? How long would he have remained there? Wisconsin's next story. Wisconsin was a 13-year-old who took Doctor had disposed it all. Thank you for listening. Please like this video if you enjoyed or favorite.